highly disappointed. What's up, guys? Caliber 724 here with a video for you guys today. I did not want to do this video, to be honest. I had high hopes that it would be a little bit better than it was, but I actually did this video a couple of times now. But this is going to be the last one. This is going to be the one that I post. I have a camera here. This camera here that I bought from Amazon. I'll post a little screenshot of how much I paid for it. Luckily, I paid for it at that cost. So, to start off, we're going to do an unboxing of this. It'll be it doesn't even deserve an unboxing. Let me just say that. This camera does not even deserve an unboxing video. But I'm going to do this as an informational video and an awareness video to everybody out there who is thinking about purchasing this camera. Now, this camera is, I believe, a South Star Digital. And for some reason on Amazon, this has 5 stars across the board, across all their different color cameras and all that stuff. How is that? Well, I believe that they just created a whole bunch of accounts and just put 5-star reviews up there. And as you can tell, I'm upset right now at this, okay? So we're going to go ahead and unbox this. Per the usual, with any action camera, you get a crap ton of accessories, so we're not even going to go into that. But here we have... Oh, shoot. I done dropped the camera. Who cares, though? Who cares? Okay, so we have the camera here, and bam. I'm not even going to take, because I had already unboxed the other camera off video. I didn't, because that one was already open, as you've seen from the Amazon haul video. But let's go ahead and get this open, take the camera out, and do all this extra stuff, okay? So, we got the camera right here. If you're looking for it on Amazon, this is what it looks like. If you see this camera, if you see South Star Digital, if they change the design or whatever, then that's on them. But this camera here, okay? This camera is a piece of crap. Now it's not the build, okay? The build is solid. It's an okay build, you know. It's an action camera, so you can't really expect like heavy duty build on this. I mean, it's okay. Like my 14 megapixel Vivitar camera, that's got a great build on it. This has a okay build. But to go into detail, there's a lot of things about this camera that is highly disappointing to me as a customer. I wanted to record in 4K Ultra HD. I want you guys to look at that. 4K Ultra HD. I was looking for a 4K Ultra HD action camera, mainly because those cameras was at a good price range. Also, the other cameras, the DSLRs and all that stuff, they were outside of my range that I wanted to spend. So I decided to go with this camera right here. As you've seen on the little screenshot that I posted before, it was $199.99, but they marked the price down. It was on sale for $49.99, or pretty much 50 bucks if you round up. Let's go into detail about this camera. All right, I'm gonna put up a screenshot of all the things that I'm gonna talk about here and what's on the box. What's on the box? I'm gonna point out main points. I'm not gonna tell everything, okay? Because all the other stuff, it really doesn't matter. These were the things I was looking for. On the box, it says it was a 20 megapixel camera. No, not on the box. On the posting on Amazon, it said it was a 20 megapixel camera. On the box, it says it's a 12 megapixel camera. You go inside the camera, it says 12 megapixels is the largest you can go, or the highest quality you can go. Okay? A little discrepancy. 4 megapixels, some may say that's not a lot, it doesn't matter. But if you post something online to sell to somebody, that is what you need to sell. Now, I opened both of these cameras. Both of them were the same. Both were 12 megapixel cameras. Okay? I bought two. Going into the next thing, video quality. On the posting, it says 4K, 30 frames per second, 2.7K, 30 frames per second, 1080p, 60 frames per second, and 30 frames per second, 720p, 60 frames per second, and 30 frames per second. On the box, it says 4K, no frames per second. It just doesn't even show any frames per second. 1080p, doesn't say any frames per second. It just says 1080p. 720p, doesn't say any frames per second. It just says 720p. To dive into this matter a little deeper, I'm going to go deep for you guys. I turned on the camera, went to the video resolutions and everything, verified that what is on the box is what actually the camera records, right? But I dove in a little deeper in this matter, and I decided to record a video in 4K. I came home, and last night I stayed up to about like 2 this morning, to try and figure this camera out. Okay, so I recorded a minute of video in each quality setting: 4K, 1080p, 720p. I was okay with it because, from my perspective, from what the box says and from what the posting says, I can at least record in 1080p without it being stretched out because it's 170-degree angle. Okay? Recorded the videos, connected the thing to the computer, connected the camera to the computer. What happens when I check the properties? Check the video for 4K. Check the properties. It told me the amount of memory. It told me the amount of time. And I go and I look in the details of the video, the height, width, frames per second. Mainly, that's what I'm focused on. What do I see when I look into that 4K video? 720p. So you mean to tell me that I recorded in the setting for 4K, but it recorded in 720p? So I'm like, okay, well, maybe it's just a glitch or something, right? I go to the 1080p video, check the properties on that. It tells me the time. What do I see? Oh, the megapixels is pretty much the same as the last video, the one that was supposed to be in 4K. I check the details. The 1080p video is recorded in 720p. Lo and behold, I go and check the 720p video that I had on that 720p setting, and of course it's 720p. So I'm like, okay, wait. You're advertising this camera as a 4K camera. You have on the front of the freaking camera 4K. But you're telling me that every single video that I recorded that was supposed to be 4K, that was supposed to be 1080p, is 720p. It's a 720p video quality camera. You got stuff messed up in your head if you think that that is okay for you to sell and advertise a 4K camera that is a 720p camera. I'm trying my best not to go off because I want this to be a quality video, and I'm pretty sure there are people that are going to be upset. How it got a 5-star rating across the board and all the colors of this camera and all the other products that they sell. How is that? Is it that they have people that work for that company go and post 5-star ratings so that people can say, oh, hey, this is a 5-star quality product? No, this is a 1 star. No, you don't even get a star for this camera. From me, from my perspective, I despise. I even work in customer service, and I know the quality of service that you should provide to your customers is not to advertise them something that they're not going to get. It is highly upsetting and it is highly bullshittery that you can advertise a 4K camera, put 4K on the actual device, and it doesn't even record in 4K resolution. Maybe that's why you marked down the price to a quarter of the price that it was actually being sold for. Maybe because people found out that you were all this extra shit and you deleted those comments or you deleted those reviews or something like that and had all the 5-star up there. It's a shame. Okay, it's a shame. And I was gonna actually do a video and audio quality test compared to the Vivitar camera that I have, but I know for a fact that I don't care how the audio quality sounds on those Vivitar cameras. At least they record. At least they provide the service that they say they're gonna provide. Not say, oh, you're gonna get 4K and then you get 720p. Do you know how much of a downgrade that is? I record in 720p 60 frames per second, and this camera can't even do that. And I bought that Vivitar camera for what? For probably like, yeah, $79, like $80. Okay. And that was the highest price that it was gonna be. That was the max price. They didn't put any sales on it. They didn't put any, whatever. I bought it at the regular price, the regular retail price. This was marked down a quarter of the price. I'm I'm going off. I'm going off, and I shouldn't. But it is upsetting as a customer working working as a customer service representative. It showed me how I need to look from both sides. Okay, seeing how I should provide that service to people, provide good service to people, help them get what they want, and also being a customer, seeing what does the customer actually want. I want a product, I want a service that is going to be what is advertised. I want a service that is going to be what I want. I want to get what I want as a customer and not have to deal with this kind of bull crap. This is the type of service. This is the type of thing that makes people not want to buy from specific companies. Okay, you look at if Apple made an action camera. Okay, if Apple made an action camera, I guarantee you people would still buy their product because they have good service. They don't advertise something that they can't provide. Okay, I'm just breathe, breathe. Okay, I'm gonna try and nothing is gonna make up for this crappy camera. Do not buy this camera. I put a big gigantic warning on this video. Do not buy this camera. South Digital, South Star Digital, whatever the company's name is. Do not buy this camera from them. You may see a 5-star review, but this is not a 5-star camera. Not a 5-star camera. This is a sad excuse for a product. Now it's not the product that is created. It's the service and the advertisement that is poor. Because I can still use this camera. I can still find a use for 720p video. I can still find a use for it. I just don't know. I don't know, guys. I don't know. I'm not gonna make this video too long. Rant alert, I guess. But one good thing about the camera, one thing about it that's good about it, okay, that doesn't really happen with other action cameras, you get an extra battery for the camera. I guess, I mean, that's not a lot of camera action cameras come with an extra battery, but I mean that it's still good to have extra battery. I mean that's a plus. If you want the sarcasm, that's a plus. Yay for an extra battery that doesn't even last that long. Oh yeah, I forgot. How am I going to charge the camera? Well, I guess I can use the. What the fuck is this? How am I? How am I going to stick this in my wall port? And this, I guess that takes away from the having the extra battery. You can't even charge it. So what's the point? Um, that's about it for this video, guys. I will put a video clip after this that shows what I'm saying about the 720p and the different recording resolutions. I'll put that at the end of this video after this clip. And hopefully you guys enjoy it. Give it a big old thumbs up for my anguish of buying this crappy fucking camera. Let's give it 2 thumbs up. Everybody give this video a 2 thumbs up. And let's not buy this camera. Yay, I guess. But subscribe for more content. Regular videos coming. I know I recorded last week like all week long, but that was just mainly because I was trying to pump up the videos for the Amazon haul, which, to be honest, kind of sucked. I mean, I used stuff and it just like, the cameras was the main portion of that package. That's what I was looking for the most too, but it just flopped. So, but yeah, subscribe for more content. Don't be. I'm so angry that I can't even do the exit. Ah, Lord. Huh. Don't forget to be brilliant. Stay inspired. You know what it is. Yeah, you know what it is. Peace. All right, as you guys seen before, I'm going to show you the video quality of this camera that I was saying before, as far as what it records and everything, is true. So I have my computer here, along with all my snacks and stuff. um, so that way I can show you after I record them, when I connect it to the computer, what it says. Okay, so it's not going to be any editing or anything like that. So here we go. I'm going to turn on the camera, and if it comes on, there we go. Hopefully the glare is not too much for you guys, but as you see here, I have the setting on 4K for 1 minute, and I'm going to actually go ahead and format this memory card because there's nothing on it anyway, just so you guys know that there's no other files up here. Okay, so on the resolution I have 4K. Now as you see here, it advertises on Amazon that the resolutions that it records in is actually 4K 30 frames per second, 2.7K, which you don't even see up here, 30 frames per second, 1080p 60 and 30 frames per second, which you don't see any frames up here, 720p with 60 frames per second and 30 frames per second. So I'm gonna select 4K, And also I have the, oh shoot, almost dropped the camera. Wow. Okay, so also I have the cyclic record on 1 minute. So that way it records only for 1 minute. Let me see if I can go lower than that. No, it says off, and the highest it goes is 3 minutes. Okay, so we're going to go 1 minute for each video resolution setting. And we are going to see what is going to happen for this. Okay, so as you see here, I have like a little towel. And I'm just going to set it here so that way it records a black screen. So that way we get a even pixel. Like even if I record it at the table or whatever, it will have to be the same color and no pixels can change or it'll throw off the test. So I have it on this towel so it records a black screen. As you see here, I'm going to start the recording. All right, so it recorded. Let me check and see because it recorded. I think okay, so it recorded too. What I'm going to do, I don't know how to delete it from here, but let's see. We're gonna delete current. See, it's not even what the world. You can't even go in. Really? That's stupid. You can't even go in and actually select the video that you. Oh my goodness. So if it deletes the 1 minute video that I just recorded, then I'll basically be shit out of luck on it because. Wow. Are you freaking kidding me? Alright. Cross your fingers, guys. Hopefully it doesn't delete that 1 minute video. Let's go back and check. Alright, so we're just going to go ahead and go to the next resolution, which is 1080p. And hopefully the glare is not too much for you guys. There we go. 1080p. Select that. Go back to the menu. Put it on our little towel here. And hit record. Alright, so there we go. We got our 1080p video, supposedly. And we can just delete that one here. There we go. Trying to do this with one hand. Okay, so we got our 1080p video. I wonder if... Alright, I just had to check. No, that's a play button at the top. But... There we go. And I don't know if you can tell the difference, but the file name is different. So it's 0 for the first one, and then 3 for the second one. So just remember that, guys. So we're going to go ahead and hit our third resolution, which is 720p. All right. Bam. Hit that. As you see, no fancy editing. Just go in here, put it back on the towel. So to record that black screen. And hit record. All right, so we got our last one, and now we have 3 files on here. Well, actually, we got to delete that one. And there we go. We got our 3 files right there. And that is 5. Second one is 3 and 0. All right. So now I'm about to connect this to the computer. Let's just hope I can do this with one hand. Okay. Bam. Come on, focus. There we go. What the world? Let's try that again. Plug that in. Really? See, it's not even connecting correctly. Really? Just clean that off. You can use it in recording mode. What we want is mass storage. There we go. All right. Turn on my computer here. And go on the inside. See that? What the world? How does a cord go in? Oh my goodness, this is bull crap. I'm going to switch over to. Oh my goodness, this is annoying. How do you ship a cord that can't even connect? That has a shortage in it. Seriously? Oh my goodness. All right, so I actually have my little $1 cable from the dollar store. Literally, I was charging my other camera, but this is the camera right here. There we go. Put it up there. Apparently, the cord that they shipped, this USB cable that they shipped here, has a shortage in it, and you know, I'm pretty sure they shipped that so they can blame it on the customer, saying, "Oh well, you know, you messed up the cord, so we can't return it. You can't return it." So, a lot of bullshittery going on here. Bam. So look at that. Connects. Bam. Wow, a $1 cable beats your cable, really. Oh my goodness. Ship a dang on cord with the freaking shortage in it. With the world. So I'm gonna go ahead and transfer over to Camtasia Studio so I can record the screen. All right, so here we go with the files within the videos. Okay, first off, we see that these are the files here: 0 ending in 0, 3, and 5, and then the file size range. That is something that really you can tell something is wrong right there. I'm pretty sure a minute of 4K video does not equate to the, you know, same file size as 720p for a minute. Come on, seriously? All right, so second thing I noticed, the last time I've known a device to record an AVI is way back in the day where you're trying to actually record your screen or you're trying to record on a old camera or something. Nowadays, the video file compression would be MP4. So that is something that I noticed off the spot. Like, why would it record an AVI? What the hell? So now I'm going to go into properties. properties, okay? So we're in the properties of the first video, all right? We see the amount of megapixels, the amount of, where it's located and all that stuff. Today, it was recorded today and all that stuff. All right. So remember this, the one starting at 0, the one is going down. We're going down in quality. So this is 4K right here. This is supposedly the 4K video. I'm going to go to details. Hey, look at that. It's 1280 by 720. 30 frames per second. I mean, they got the frames per second right, but the quality, this is supposed to be a 4K video. Why is it in 1080, not 1080p, 720p? Sorry. Why is it in 720p? This is supposed to be 4K. I'm sorry, but that is complete bullshit, okay? We're going to go to the second video. This is supposed to be 1080p. Supposedly, I mean, it's a larger file, so it may surprisingly be 1080p, but who knows? Let's see. I'm going to go to properties, right, which shows the time and the amount of memory and all that stuff. Go to details. Oh, look at that. 59 seconds, same amount of time as last time. 1280p, right, not 1280p, 720p. So it's 1280 by 720p, 30 frames per second. I wonder, really? 1280 by 720, that's 720p, when it's supposed to be 1080p. Okay? This, of course, is the last one, so it's 720p. We have the 28 megabytes, almost 30, or no, 29, I mean to say, recorded today and everything. Go to details. Of course, it's 720p, 30 frames per second. Really? So that's basically what I'm talking about here. This is exactly what I'm talking about. I bought a 4K camera, but I tried recording in 4K. Let's go back and check that just to make sure. I mean, I don't want to like overlook anything, but hey, it's all good. I mean, they got their money. I got a 720p camera, which I already have. I mean, hell, my computer records in 720p. So if I wanted to record a video in 720p, I would use my computer. I would use my Vivitar camera because I already have that. But of course, they advertising something that they are not providing. So shout out to you, South Star Digital, for being a shitty company who does shitty things to try and get over on customers that want to buy products from you. I hope your business fails, and I hope you make no money in the future. I hope everybody sees this video and sees that you're full of shit because you're not providing your customers with what you advertise to your customers. So shout out to you for being a shitty company. Cool. But let's go on to the next thing. Next video. Hopefully you all see this. Hopefully this brings this to your awareness of this company and other companies who does this. If you have any other companies that, if you know of any other companies that do this, that falsely advertise for stuff that they don't, that they're not providing, and they're advertising something different, then let us know in the comment section below. Sound off in the comment section below. That's it for this video. Go ahead and like this video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe for more content. Be careful out there. Work hard for your money. And spend it well. Peace.